From FEMA to the planning board, unless the selectmen really want to read it.
No.
Then you're welcome to. So, for you. Good, look at all the room I got left. Wow. Anything on the website? Rose?
There has been some training going on. We've loaded the application on this computer in here so that the boards that use that computer now have access to the application that lets you update the website. I don't know anything about the email.
Yeah, it's in work, and so that's fine. That's a good answer. We don't know yet.
Well, I'm not involved with it, so I can't answer anything to that. We had a meeting the other day to talk about the issue of how many licenses will have capabilities for full updates. And at this point in time, we're going to leave the contract the way it is, where we have the 3 licenses for full updates, and have, between Jennifer, Jessica, and I, do those updates for documents, etc., that need to be posted, documents other than minutes and agendas that need to be posted. And we'll reevaluate that next year as we see how the application's working, how people are using it, etc.
So we only have 3, we have 3 licenses, which means there's 3 people who have access to do those updates, but we can do as many updates as we need to? Or do we only get 3 updates?
We have 3 licenses, they can do as many updates as possible.
Okay.
We also have a 4th license that just does agendas and minutes.
Okay.
And that's what all the boards are able to use.
Okay.
Rose held a training session with the Conservation Commission, trying to teach them how to do that agenda and minutes.
And
How'd that go?
It went well.
Good.
Well, besides the fact that we had to use that computer and didn't want to touch any files on the computer to be able to do a training session, but Tom Jagger has updated his part of the website, and I think everything's going well.
It went very well.
Yeah.
Good.
And if you would let Jennifer know that on the 13th we'll plan on having that, correction, January 11th, we'll plan on having an administrative where we have the treasurer and the town clerk and others here, and you can brief everybody on the website and again where we're at that point in time.
Okay.
And by then,
You mean the selectmen's meeting we just moved to the 11th? Is that what you're talking about?
mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a session where...
There'll be an administrative session where we talk about issues in the town that we need for coordination, communication, and like if the website is, you've authorized other people to do other things, we can talk about it. Or if they can't do it, why and who do they go to get it done?
Was the issue with the email rectified with Jim Murphy? Did that get solved?
Yes. That was not a domain issue in that he got that from Frank Fraser. Frank gave it to him. He gave it to the town. I've talked to him about it personally. Not a problem.
So now the town pays for the domain name?
No. I don't think there's any money involved. Well, then we do. If
There will be. You have to
be.
pay, the domain name is good for 1, 2, 5, or 10 years, depending on what you pay the register for.
Perhaps
It's 1 or 5 through this person.
Okay.
This person we're doing. It's $10 a year.
That's about right.
That's it, yeah. Or 50 for the 5. I set it up right now for just a year until I could talk to you and see what you wanted to do. Because we budget per year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know how you wanted to do it. But he's going to bill us. When he bills us for the, his email and everything, he's going to bill us. So.
It'll probably come out of our IT.
Yes.
Account.
We'll need to add that to the IT account.
Well, it expires in March.
Well, that's an ongoing problem. That's just management. As long as we've budgeted the monies to cover it.
Just to mention one thing, I will go back. I did the one thing I just thought of in the budget that I gave you. I did not go back to the website contract to see what the annual fee is. I have 2,600 in there, but I will check that. I made a note to check it and make sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
If I get up and walk away, does that mean the meeting's over?
Old business.
Congratulations.
I have a letter right here. Just received it tonight. Correction, this afternoon. I will read it. I've been unable to locate the Brookfield, Middleton, New Durham town boundary, and therefore do not have either the Middleton town line or New Durham town line anywhere near completion to submit to the town. I fear that snowless days are in short supply. I can only apologize for my inability to complete the task. It is not without significant effort. At this point, I feel that I need to find somebody that has seen that corner and ask for better directions. This may not be able to happen until spring.
You guys out there doing snow dances again?
Is it, yes, is it, the one up on Copple Crown, would that be the one, what did you say, New Durham, Middleton, and Brookfield?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one up on Cropple. So it looks like we have to modify the budget to cover that end of it, but we won't utilize the monies this year for what we budgeted for, so.
To continue.
Well, if it's not gonna be done, it's not gonna be done. We just, it
You're
has
just
to get
missing that
finished.
one spot, or all of them on that line, on
Well,
the,
the last time we had talked to him, there were about 3 places he couldn't find. Now he's saying there's just the one, but it's kind of a key point.
okay, yeah,
I'm glad you asked.
I understand.
We will adjust our budget accordingly. Mariana.
Certainly, I made a note.
Thank you. Anything else under old business? New business? The mail? Phil, what you got? Anything?
No, nothing.
Clifton?
Gentleman.
I'm ready to go to do the mail.
I'm gonna call Ron.
Hold it, I got 2 questions. We'll start with Brad.
Are we still having the JLMC meeting after this meeting?
No, the intention was that we would adopt this, which you've already read, get it on the books. We'll still do it this year, next meeting.
So I go home.
Yes, unless you have some input you'd like.
Oh, I'm all set, thank you.
You sure there's not something in here that might interest you?
He has read it.
All of the mail?
No.
Oh,
All of the Joint Loss Management Committee. Come on.
Well,
You have
the
that.
road,
Yeah, what you got?
I just wanted to announce that on Friday at 9 a.m., the Stratford Regional Planning Commission will be meeting. If you'd like to go, just contact me and we will go together. Friday, 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you for all coming and sitting out here on this nice chilly December evening.
Brad,
That's for your files.
Copies of the,
I made copies for you too.
What is this?
That's just the school budget. I made you each a copy so you can have it for your records.